Namaste students, welcome to statistics class, and in the previous session we were discussing about measures of position. Measures of position is the second unit in the fifth chapter, that is univariate data. We have already seen the first unit, that is measures of central tendency, nothing but averages. So in yesterday's class we discussed about the measures of positions. What are the different types of measures of position? We have four types of measures of position, that is median, quartiles, deciles and percentiles. And we know that quartiles is nothing but where we divide the given data into 4 equal parts, and deciles we divide the given data into 10 equal parts. Percentiles we divide the given data into 100 equal parts. And we have also seen the formulas when it is ungrouped data and grouped, discrete and continuous. And we completed the problem of ungrouped data where we applied ungrouped data formula for quartiles, deciles and percentiles. And now we'll see the quartiles, deciles and percentiles for grouped discrete data. Now we have discrete data here. Calculate the first quartile and sixth decile for the following. First quartile means Q1 and sixth deciles means D6. You always should remember quartile means divided by 4, that is 4 parts. Deciles means that is 10 parts. Percentiles means there will be 100 parts. Now we'll move to the solution. So here solution, calculation of Q1 and D6, that is first quartile and sixth decile. Now take the problem as it is. Variable and frequencies 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65 and last one it is 66. Then take the frequencies 2, 3, 6, 15, 10, 5, 4, 3 and 2. Now, in case of quartiles, deciles and percentiles and median, as I said, the procedure is similar to the median of what we have done in case of median. So firstly here we need to find out LCM, less than cumulative frequencies. How to find out LCM? LCM 2 first one. 2 plus 3. 5. 5 plus 6, that is 11. Then 11 plus 15 we get that 26. So 26 plus 36 plus 5 we get there 41. 41 plus 4 we get there 41 plus here we get 42. Next we get here 42. We get here 48 and last one we get there 50. So this is about LCF and we have LCF here. Now apply the formula here. What we need to find out here? Q1 and D6. We need to find out there Q1 and D6. So formula for in order to find out Q1, since it is discrete data. Here formula goes like I into capital N plus 1 divided by 4 capital N plus 1 divided by 4 observation. And here N value, what is the total number of values here? Here total number of values are the last total of 50, that is N base number of frequencies are here it is 50. So now I, that is nothing but 1 and N, that is total number of frequencies 50 plus 1 divided by 4 12.75 observation. 5 observation. So now see your LCM where 12.75 will fall. 12.75 will fall in case of 26 because here it is 11. It will not fall within 11. It will fall within 26. So this 12.75 we need to check it in LCM. So we can see that it will fall in 26. LCM 26. So corresponding x value is 61. So here Q1 is equal to 61. So here Q1 is equal to 61. Now next we need to find out here, that is decide 6, that is D6 is equal to, D6 is equal to, write the formula, same thing, I into n plus 1 but divided by 10. 10 observation. Next, I is nothing but 6, n is 50 plus 1 divided by 10 observation. Now 51 into 6 divided by 10, we get there 30.6 observation. Now see your LCM where your 30.6 will fall. 30.6 will fall here within 36. So corresponding x value is 62. So D6 is 62. This is about first quartile and sixth deciles in case of discrete frequency distribution, quartiles, deciles and percentiles. So firstly we need to find out their LCM and you know that how to find out LCM. So firstly we need to find out here LCM. After finding out LCM, here it is 41 plus 1, it is 42. Okay. We need to find out LCM there. Then after finding out LCM, we need to apply the formula there. And the difference between ungrouped and your grouped discrete is there it was no letter n, that was nothing but the number of frequencies. But here we have frequencies, so total number of frequencies, and you will get, when you solve the formula, you will get some value that you need to check in LCM where it will fall. It will fall within 26, the first one, 12.75. For example, here if you get 26.1, that will fall here. Only 26 and within 26 what will come, that will fall here, and 26 point more than 26 it will go to next one. So where your LCM value will lie, corresponding x value is your D6 or it is Q1 and D6. And this kind of problem is very, very important. Here discrete and continuous problem is very, very important. So now we completed ungrouped data and we have also seen their discrete data. Now nextly we will see the continuous data. See, there was a small mistake. Here it is, your frequency is 4 as it is, and 41 plus 4 we get here 45. We have done some calculation mistake, so altogether we get here 50. We will move to the next problem. Now we will see another problem where we have continuous series. These are grouped data. In case of grouped it is continuous. And we already completed two problems. One is of ungrouped data, and just now what problem we completed, that is grouped data, that is grouped discrete. Now we will see here grouped continuous. So we will move towards the solution for continuous data. We take the problems, class intervals and frequencies. So here class intervals are 0 to 5, 5 18, 25, 30 and 20. Now we require a total number of frequencies. So add all the frequencies. When you add the frequencies, here you will get total number of frequencies as 100. Now firstly write the problems. Now what we need to find out here? We need to find out second quartile or else middle quartile or Q2, then third deciles and percentiles 20. So P20, D3 and Q2 we need to find out here. Now we got total number of frequencies. LCF, right? LCF 7 plus 18 we get 25. 25 plus 25 it is 50. 50 plus 30 we get there 80. 80 plus 20 we get there 100. So this is about LCF. So firstly we move towards the first question, that is Q2, and in case of continuous series, how we need to define the median class or model class. Here also we need to define quartile class, percentile class and deciles class. So firstly we'll find out the quartile class there. So there Q2 will write quartile class is equal to, formula is IN by 4. I is what we need to find out, Q2, or else we write here Q2 only, that is 2 into 100 by 4, that is 200 by 4, and there we get value as 15. So there we get value as 15. Now define the quartile class. We have exact 50 here. So this is our Q1 class. So this is Q2 class, right? Not Q1, Q2 class. Now nextly decile third decile D3 class. Q2 class. So here D3 class, that is also IN by 10. Deciles means divided by 10. So I is 3 into N is 100 by 10. So there 300 by 10 you get the value as 30. This is your D3 class. You need to see LCF where 30 will fall. Again even 30 also will fall here only. So this will be your D3 class. Even D3 and Q2 class will be same because the 50 and 30 will fall here. Then last one, percentage P20 class IN by 100, here 20 into 100 by 100. So you get here 20 into 100, you get the 2000. 2000 by 100, you get value as 20. You get value here as 20. So where it will fall? P20 will fall here. So your percentage P20 class. This is your P20 class. So you define the Q2 class, D3 class and P20 class. So this is the formula to define the classes. What value we get? How we need to do in case of median N by 2? Then we need to see in LCF and we need to define the class there. Then now we come to the main formula of quartiles, deciles and percentage. We already defined the Q2 class. Now we will find out the value of Q2. Now we will find out the value of Q2. So formula for Q2 is equal to L plus IN by 4 minus CF divided by frequency into C close the bracket. Similar to median formula. Now you know the Q2 class. 10 plus and in by 4. What value we got there? In by 4. We got there 50 minus CF, cumulative frequency preceding the quartile class. This is your class, the frequency preceding the quartile class. This is the previous value, 25 divided by frequency of that class. What is the frequency of that class? Frequency is again 25 into C. What is the gap of that particular class? Gap is 5 there. Next, 10 plus, now 50 minus 25, you get there 25. 25 into 5, 125. 125 by 25. 125 by 25. When you solve this, you get there 5. So your D2 value is Q2 value is 50. You get there Q2 value as 15. So nextly you need to find out there, that is T3 and P20. T3 and P20. Next we will solve there T3 and P20. Now, in case of D3, we already found out the D3 class. Through 30 we get here same Q2 and D3 you will get the similar classes. Same class you will get as Q2 and D3. Now apply once again D3 formula. D3 is equal to L plus, so there IN by 10 minus CF divided by frequency into C. Divided by frequency into C. D3 is equal to L plus IN by 10 minus CF into C divided by frequency. Now, see there D3 class, this is D3 class, lower limit, again you get lower limit is 10 there, then IN by 10 you get value as 30 minus cumulative frequency preceding the class. This is the D3 class, preceding cumulative frequency is 25 and again frequency of that class is 25 and gap between the class you know that it is 5. Now 10 plus 30 minus 25 you get there 5. 5 into 5, 25. So 25 by 25, 1. You get value as 1. So your D3 value is, there you get as 11. So your D3 value you get as 11. Now one more, the last one we need to calculate, that is percentage 20. We calculate it here. Percentage 20, P20, formula goes like L plus IN by 100 since it is percentage minus CF divided by frequency into width of the class. So see there which is your percentage class. Here percentage class we got as 20 and when we see LCF here 20 will fall here. So this is your percentage class. Now observe the percentage class. What is the lower limit? Lower limit is 5 there plus IN by 100. IN by 100 we got as 20 here. So 20 minus cumulative frequency preceding the class. This is your percentage class. So preceding cumulative frequency is 7 there. 7 divided by frequency of the class. Frequency is 18 into width is 5. Now 5 plus 20 minus 7, 13 into 5 divided by 18. 13 into 5 you get 65 divided by 18 you get their value as 3.61. So here you get your value as 8.61 as percentage 20. Percentage is about continuous frequency distribution. Problem is bit lengthy, but it is easy. Now, here if you get inclusive, you have to convert into exclusive. Now we completed with ungrouped formula, grouped, discrete and grouped continuous, and these formulas are similar to median, just depending upon the, if it is quartile divided by 4, deciles, distance and percentage by 100. Here also only these things will change, rest of the things similar to your median class. If you are thorough with your median formula and median procedure, you can easily solve this particular problem. LCM you have to find out and different classes you have to find out, then apply the main formula. Now we will see one more problem under this method. Now we will see another kind of problem. Last problem is the measures of position. Calculate P1, D7 and P20. That means first quartile and 7th decile and 20th percentage for the following. And when you observe the data, wages and number of persons is given, and wages are like more than 10, more than 20, more than 30, more than 40, 50, 60 and 70. And you can see here more than throughout the class intervals. Throughout the class intervals you can see there more than. So whatever values given in the place of frequencies, those are more than cumulative frequencies. That is nothing but MCQ. When you get more than or above throughout the frequencies, throughout the class intervals, then we need to take, or whatever value will be there in case of frequencies, those are more than cumulative frequencies. And in case of, if you get problem like less than throughout the class intervals, then this will be your LCF, less than cumulative frequencies. If you get LCF, from LCF you need to find out frequency, because we require LCF as well as frequency in order to solve measures of position, that is quartiles, deciles and percentage. But here we have MCF values. From MCF we need to find out frequency, then from frequency we need to find out LCF. Now we will see the solution. Calculation of Q1, D7 and P20. Now, firstly, we take the problem, that is, take it class intervals, that is more than 10, means 10 to 20, more than 10. Gap, if we see, there is a gap of 10. So, more than 10 means 10 to 20. If it is less than 10 means 0 to 10. So here 10 to 20, 20 to 30 and 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70 and 70 to 80 last. Then MCF, these are MCF, right, more than cumulative frequencies what they have given, that is 120, 119, 116, 105, 84, 41 and 9. Now, in order to solve Q1, in order to find out Q1, D7 and P20, we doesn't require here MCF. We require here frequency and LCF. So, nextly, we need to find out frequency from MCF. How to find out frequency from MCF? We need to deduct the second value from the first value in case of MCF. From LCF to frequency means from lowest value to upper value. But here from upper value to lower value we need to deduct. So 120 minus 119, you get 1. 119 minus 116, that is 3. Next 116 minus 105, we get there 11. Next 105 minus 84, we get there 21. Next 84 minus 41, we get there 43. And 41 minus 9, we get there 32. And last one, right as it is. Last one find out LCM. 1 plus 3, 4. Now 4 plus 11, 15. 15 plus 21, that is 15 plus 21, that is 36. 36 plus 43, 79. 79 plus 32, that is 111. 111 plus 9, that is 120. That is nothing but total number of frequencies here 120. See, total number of frequencies. In case of LCF, the last value is total number of frequency, and in case of MCF, first value will be the total number of frequencies. Now, from LCF to frequencies means how it is. First value as it is. Then 4 minus 1, 3. 15 minus 4, 11. That is from LCF to MCF. And LCF to frequency. MCF to frequency means 120 minus 119, 119 minus 116, and last value as it is. LCF to frequency means first value as it is, then 4 minus 1, 15 minus 4, 36 minus 15, 79 minus 36. So this is about how to find out frequencies from MCF and LCF. And firstly you need to identify if it is more than, these are MCF. If it is less than or below, here it is LCF. Now we'll move towards the problem. Firstly we need to define the classes here. We need to define the classes. Then we'll move towards the main problem. Now firstly we'll define the classes. That is, first it is about Q1 class. So here Q1 class is equal to, that is IN by 4. I is nothing but 1. N is 120 by 4. So here we get 120 by 4. We get value as 30. This is your first, what is Q1 class. Now see the LCF where 30 will fall. 30 will fall here. So this is your Q1 class. This is your Q1 class. Next you write about D7 class. 7th D7 class. So IN by 10. I is nothing but 7 here. N is 120 divided by 10. So 7 into 120 by 10. We get there 84. Now check in your LCF where that 84 will fall. 84 will fall here in case of LCF 111. So this is your D7 class. Now next is about P20 class. Right there P20 class. So IM by 100. So here I is 20 into N is 120 by 100. So we get there 120 into 20 by 100. There we get value as 72. So now check in the LCF where that 72 will fall. 72 will fall within 79. So this is your which one? P20 class. So we define classes now, that is Q1 class, D7 class and P20 class. Now apply the main formula there for Q1, D7 and also for P20. Now we'll see the first one, that is Q1. How to find out Q1? 1. Now apply the formula. Q1 is equal to L plus, that is IN by 4 minus CF divided by frequency into C. So here you know that this is the Q1 class. Now see the lower limit. Lower limit is 40 plus IN by 4, that is 30 minus CF, cumulative frequency LCF preceding, that is 15. 15 divided by frequency of the class. Frequency of the class is 21 and width is 10. We know that width is 10. Now 30 minus 15, 15 into 10 divided by 21, we get there 7.1. 7.14. We get value there 7.14. Now 40 plus 7.14. 40 plus 7.14. We get there 47.14. This is our Q1 value. The value of Q1 is 47.14. Now next one D7. Apply the formula. L plus, that is In by 10 minus Cf into frequencies into C. Now see there, which is the D7 class. Here D7 class is 111. What LCM is 111. So lower limit is 60 plus In by 10, that is 84. Minus Cf, see the class, this is the class preceding cumulative frequency 79, frequency 32 into 10. Don't get confused, we doesn't require MCF for this calculation. MCF is given in the problem, so don't get confused. Frequency LCF, we require frequency LCF and lower limit, so 32 there. 84, correct, it is 84. 79 preceding, this is the value, this is the class, so preceding, this is 79 and frequency is 32 into 10. Now when you calculate here, 60 plus 84 minus 79 into 10 divided by 32, we get their value as 1.56. So here we get 61.56 as your D7. Your D7 value is 61.56. And then last one, that is percentage 20, that is P20. So write the formula for P20. L plus In by 100 minus Cf divided by frequency into C. Now see the class, which is the percentage class. Here we get 72. So we get percentage class as where LCM is 79. So here lower limit is 50. 50 plus In by 100. We get it is 72. Now cumulative frequency preceding value. So this is the class. Preceding value is 36. 36 divided by frequency of that class is 43. Frequency is 43 into 10. So here we get 50 plus 72 minus 36 into 10 by 43. We get there 8.37. So here 58.37 will be your percentage 20. So this is about quartile, decile and percentage. So when we get MCF, how to find out the values? You may get here LCF, means less than or below. More than and above means this we need to take it as MCF. Then if your values will be, if your class intervals are in inclusive class, for example 22, 29, you need to convert into exclusive and then you need to apply quartiles, deciles or percentage. This is similar to median. Be thorough with median formula. Only changes will occur in case of where we need to find out classes. So here discrete as well as continuous formulas will be important. In percentage, deciles, here discrete and continuous problem is important. So we done with measures of position now. In case of univariate data, we completed with 2 units, that is measures of central tendency or averages and measures of position. And next we will move towards the next unit.